demo day 3, right? So in the last two sessions, if anyone joined today as new to this session, so in the last two sessions we just have started discussion on um, what is decisioning part, and along with that what is marketing, and what kind of use cases generally we can do with this marketing and decisioning related features. After that, what is this nba and nbo related use cases and examples we have discussed. And few people may have some kind of frequently asked questions, right? So that also we have covered in the last two sessions. Okay, so if anyone missed that two sessions, so please try to go through with the recorded sessions. Okay, and today we are trying to proceed with the demo day 3. So in today's session we'll discuss about CDH application architecture. Okay, and then we'll just give a start with the car and X car model. Okay, so what is this car and X car model? Why it is important in the CDH applications? All these things will cover in the today's session. Okay, so after this, if we have time, we'll see how to create the application in the um, this one. Okay, so cloud related application, how to create a new application, all these configurations we'll see. And if we have to discuss about this CDH application architecture, generally till now we discussed about decisioning and marketing, right? So any one of you please respond once. What is the decisioning part here? What are the scenarios generally we can do implement with that? So any idea? So decisioning is nothing but whenever if you want to promote right offers, okay, right offers to the right customer at right time. Okay, so this is what you can do with the decisioning part, and by using different rules in the decisioning you can do implement this part. And whatever the offers are finalized by the decisioning part, by taking help of marketing features, okay, marketing related features, those are nothing but finding the customers, okay, and promoting these offers via using different channels, okay, via using different channels. Then what might be the channels here? Here there are different types of channels like email channel, SMS channel, inbound related web, okay. After that some kind of call center related one and push notification. So there are different channels we may have to promote the offers. And when you are using your application by combining with the CDH features, in the previous times like before few versions of CDH, they have used this traditional marketing approach, okay, traditional marketing approach. So what is this traditional marketing approach here? If one offer you are trying to promote to multiple customers, okay, to multiple customers, then what will happen generally? So among these multiple customers, few people maybe accept this particular offer, or few people may reject this offer. Then this is not a proper way of approach to promote your offers. Then after that they have introduced this one to one customer engagement. So one to one customer engagement related process they have introduced. Then what will exactly we can do achieve with this one to one customer here? So here you may have different offers, let's say, okay, different offers we may have. Then among these different offers, if you have some list of customers data, okay, list of customers data, so that These different offers may suitable to few customers, and if one offer is suitable to one customer, that same offer may not be suitable to the other customer profile. Okay, so how you can identify is that particular offer is suitable or not means by using different rules. Okay, by using different rules where we can pass few conditions. Okay, where we can pass few conditions. Generally, what are that rules here we can do to finalize by using some kind of strategy rules. Okay, and inside of this strategy, so you may get the question, what is this strategy here? So to know in detail about this strategy, it will take some time because these are very initial sessions to you, right? So as of now, to understand what is the strategy here, you just understand it is like a flow. Okay, so how simply you can define your transaction life cycle in Pega applications. Okay, in the same way here, using the strategy rule, you can design some logic. Okay, then what kind of logic we can add inside of this? So you can use different smart shapes. You can use different smart shapes, and there you will be having some kind of filter related smart shapes, set property, decision. So there are different types of smart shapes are available. So by using that smart shapes, you can do implement a logic, and also you'll be having some kind of engagement rules. Okay, so what are these engagement rules means, which will allow you to maintain the communication between the customer and organization. Okay, so there inside of the engagement rules will be having eligibility, okay, applicability and suitability. Along with this we'll be having contact policies and suppression rules. Okay, so what are all these we'll see slowly in the coming sessions, but what we can do exactly with these all rules, where you can pass some kind of filter conditions. Okay, so what kind of conditions those may be here? Few may you have to provide some kind of general customer related, like that customer age should be greater than 25 and his annual income greater than some 30,000, like this. Some kind of rules you can pass with the eligibility and applicability, in the sense if customer is holding one card. Okay, let's say with him, if he is holding one card, then if you are promoting another card, okay, if you are promoting another card, there you need to check something. What is that? Here, if you are promoting a platinum card, okay, if you are promoting a platinum card, then you need to check what kind of card customer already holding. If customer is holding gold credit card, okay, he is holding gold credit card, but you are promoting a platinum card, then what will happen generally? Customer is having gold credit card, you are promoting platinum card. Generally, what will happen? There is a scope customer can accept the offer, right? Instead of this, if you do reverse, customer is holding, okay, customer is holding platinum card, but if you are promoting a gold credit card, then what will happen? There is a scope you are downgrading the customer. Okay, means customer is already holding a high level card, but you are promoting some below to that, then what will happen generally? That is a not proper way of approach to do promote your offers. So that kind of conditions you can check with the applicability. Okay, and suitability. So this suitability is nothing but these are like where you can pass some kind of legal conditions. Okay, so by using some kind of legal conditions, you can do achieve business requirement. What kind of that legal conditions here is that customer paying EMIs on time. Okay, like this. So you may have some kind of conditions to check. Then if he is paying everything fine, then that customer is suitable to receive the offer. If not, you have to restrict that customer to receive this particular offer. Getting my point? In the same way, you have contact policies and separation rules. So all this we'll see in the coming sessions, no problem. So all together will act like a decisioning rules. Okay, so these all together you need to consider as decisioning rules. So by using these rules, you can do finalize different offers. Okay, then by using the marketing features where you can do find or get some kind of customer data. Okay, then to this list of customers, either by running the campaign or by executing the outbound schedules. Okay, executing the outbound schedules, you can reach the customer and get the response. Okay, so generally this is how the process of promoting the offers via different channels by combining both CDH features along with the marketing features. So clear everyone till now? And it is raining continuously, so please try to cooperate if in between any connections are breaking. Okay, if no problem, then we can proceed happily. So here, this is what about this particular decisioning and marketing, right? So now we are trying to move to discuss about the backend architecture. Generally, how CDH applications are built on top of your regular Pega applications. Okay, so now you need to understand one thing. I'll show you a diagram. Okay, so where we have CDH architecture related diagram with me. So I'll open, this is the diagram. I'll try to open with the paint. Open with, okay. Now you can see this is the architecture of CDH application, generally how it is built on top of different application layers. Okay, so as a base layer where we are maintaining your core Pega platform. As you know, inside of your core Pega platform, what are the different rules we will maintain generally, where we can build different kind of case types inside of Pega applications, right? In the same way, data models also we can define, right? Data models also we can define, and different rules. Those are nothing but you can consider as decision rules, and some kind of reports we can use to create. And there are different rules like declarative rules, some kind of different services, right? So in the base layer of your application, while defining your CDH architecture, you are using a core Pega platform. Okay, and then on top of your core Pega platform, there inside of this base layer, you have some kind of out of the box rules like OOTB rules, along with some newly created rules by using Pega features. Okay, and then on top of this base layer, what it is happening in the backend, they are building a foundation layer of CDH. Okay, so what is there with the foundation layer of CDH? So inside of this foundation layer, they are creating some kind of OOTB strategies. Okay, so they are defining their OOTB strategies. So what are the strategies here? They'll maintain different kinds of logics in the backend. Okay, so that is to execute different rules whatever you have created, like some kind of arbitrations and some kind of engagement policies you may have defined, and data flows we may created, and some kind of data sets we have to create, right? So that all kind of that rules, those are CDH rules only, you can do define in the foundation layer. So this foundation layer you can consider, so it is a foundation layer where which consists of different strategies. Okay, So these all you have to consider as OOTB strategies and some kind of models. So using these model configurations, we can define the propensity values, okay, and some kind of prioritizations also we can do with the model configurations, and some kind of predefined treatments. So treatments also will be there to design the framework layer. So if you want to design any kind of framework by using the CDH features, this core decisioning layer is mandatory, okay. And then on top of this decisioning foundation layer, you have CDH framework layer. Then what exactly this CDH framework layer is consist of here? So it's a core framework for decisioning part, which is consist of different components. So what are the components here? In the yesterday session, I have explained there are four main components we have with the CDH framework, right? So what are that? We'll be having NBA, okay, NBA designer component, and second one we have as a second component, those are AI and ML related model configurations, okay, AI or ML related model configurations. And third one, that is interaction history, okay. So that is interaction history along with customer profile viewer. So where using this customer profile viewer, we can view the detailed information of the customer. Is that customer is a new person, is eligible to receive the offer or not, such kind of things we can do. uh, like we can view with the customer profile viewer. And fourth one is, that is channel configuration, right? Different levels of channel configurations we can see in the framework layer. So this Pega CDH framework layer is having some pre-built configuration with the components called NBA Designer, and along with the Prediction Studio and Customer Profile Viewer. After that, channel related configurations. Okay, so all these things I will show you in the next few minutes. After that, on top of this CDH framework layer, you can design your own implementation layer, okay. So what is this your own implementation layer? Where you can do create your own channels, your own actions, your own treatments, and your own related segments related configurations and model related configurations you can do. All these things where we can do for different domain specifics, okay, where we can do implement with the domain specific related rules in the implementation layer. So till now clear everyone? Any doubts about your core Pega related application architecture? Any doubts, just let me know once. I'll try to remove all this stuff.
Could you please repeat about
Yeah, 1 minute.
strategy?
So about that strategy we'll see anyhow in detail in the coming sessions. But if you are asking what is this strategy here, okay, strategy. So this strategy is nothing but, suppose you are trying to execute a campaign, okay. So this campaign is a marketing part. Let's understand. So by using this campaign, you can do schedule runs. Then, by executing this campaign on schedule basis, this will help you to, okay, this will help you to deliver offers to the customer. Okay, deliver offers to the customers. Then, while configuring your campaign, even when you are creating a campaign, you need to provide as a input, okay, as a input strategy plus segment rule. Along with that, you can do provide some kind of engagement related configurations. So here this strategy will help you to provide core decisioning logic. Okay, core decisioning logic. Let's say what is this logic. So you may have standard card offer. Okay, you may have standard card, rewards card, premium rewards card. Okay, so these are the three offers with you. Then among these three offers, you need to pass, suppose if you have a requirement to pass some conditions, there you are using a logic. Okay, you are using a logic. Sorry, sorry, anything from your end? And 1 minute, I'll try to show you that strategy rule, then you will get this point. Okay, so where you can do create the strategies under intelligence. So up to this, don't bother about this, we'll see in detail. Okay, but you want me to show you this strategy, how it looks like. So as I mentioned, it just similarly looks as your flow diagram. Okay, so where I'll try to show you this strategy, then you will understand this point. So I'm just creating a test strategy. So don't bother about these business issues and groups, because we have to discuss about these particular rules. Okay, so I'm just taking customer class. So now if you open this strategy rule, you can see a plain canvas. Okay, there you can add different shapes here. Okay, the shapes also you can consider as components. So each component is different purpose. So yeah, it is loading. So this is how the strategy rule looks like. Then by adding different components here, by clicking on the plus icon, as similar to your flow, here also there are different smart shapes are available, right? So each category will help you for different purpose. Then suppose I'm trying to import the prepositions. Okay, so about these prepositions also, if I have to explain, it will take one session. Okay, so that's what, just simply I'm just importing. So each proposition just consider as offer. Okay, so each proposition consider as like a offer. So first one is standard card offer, second one is rewards card offer. Then you are trying to provide a kind of filter. Okay, then so what exactly, how it will work. Okay, so even to promote either standard card or rewards card to the customer, that customer age should be greater than 25, like this. Okay, you want to pass a condition, dot age greater than 25, like this. There is a condition you have passed, then just click on submit. After submitting this one, generally this particular property is not existed, so try to provide the primary and give. Okay, I'll try to give this as logic. Okay, now to promote either standard card or rewards card to the customer, they have to satisfy this logic. Okay, then when customer age is greater than 25, again you can pass some other conditions. Okay, so there again, if you want to check some other conditions, then you want to switch in between the logic. So based on the again another condition, if, like if else logic, if you want to perform. Okay, if suppose customer annual income is greater than 25,000, then promote standard card. Okay, preposition data one is nothing but here imagine standard card. Otherwise provide premium rewards card, let's say. Then this is going to switch in between the components. So the strategy main purpose is to define the logical implementation. So getting my point, everyone? Clear? Till this clear, or any questions? So with different use cases, anyhow we have to discuss in the coming sessions, because in one session itself have to explain everything, it is not possible, right? So that slowly whatever the points are needed now, that is only I'm delivering. Okay, in between if I just talk about other things, you may get confused. That's what I'm just going with the flow. Okay, so give me the confirmation once, everyone. Is it clear about this strategy? And what is the application architecture of CDH also clear? At least please try to respond on the chatting window.
Yes. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay then. Thank you. Thank you for your confirmation.
Actually, regarding
And
architecture, with this CDH framework, we have to, like in existing Pega application, we can build, right? Like there is no separate configurations required. That's
sorry,
all.
1 minute. Actually, I'm getting some echo from your end. What you are asking? Give me once again. Just ask me once again.
Yeah, on the Pega OTP application, like a framework, we are building the CDH related framework, right?
Yes.
So
So,
there is no separate configuration is required, right? Not required, right? Like how we will create the framework layer in Pega, same way
see,
we can create.
generally, yeah, that CDH itself, it is a framework, right? So
Mm-hmm.
anyhow, while they are building the framework of CDH, they are building that features on top of base layer of core Pega.
Okay.
Getting?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
this is altogether you have to consider as CDH framework architecture. Getting my point?
Okay. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a
Okay.
CDH framework architecture. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
So that up to this you have to consider as CDH framework. These implementation layers are domain specific. Okay, so if you are working for banking, your offers may be different, correct? If you are working for telecom domain, offers may be different. If that is a healthcare, offers may be different, correct? So in the implementation layer, you can create an application on top of your CDH framework which is related to the different domains. Clear this point, everyone? So if it is clear, then I'll try to continue with the another concept. Okay, that is, so we have seen about architecture, and we'll discuss about car model and X car
Hello,
model.
hi. I have one question. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, yes, you can.
In the CDH application architecture, I just wanted to ask why we have this customer decisioning foundation layer and then the CDH framework layer. I mean, what is the difference? Why do we need these two layers?
Actually, this you can't see. Okay, so to understand the layer, I have designed this one. So generally, so this is the foundation layer. You can see, observe here. This is a foundation layer where you can consider this as to maintain OOTB strategies, OOTB related model configurations and treatments. Okay, and here in the framework layer, what they are using, CDH features. Okay, so what are CDH features here? Some creating of templates, okay, treatment related templates and action related configurations, and where you have customer profile designer and interaction history, right? These all related classes, related configurations they are doing in the another application layer. Generally, why we maintain a framework layer and different applications for different purposes, right? So in backend also, that is how the configuration to maintain this outbound schedule channel related configurations, some kind of real time containers, and some kind of this one customer profile viewer configuration, they have created one application. So generally, if we open one by one application, if you switch to the dev studio, okay, I'll try to show you this one, because in that depth, if I explain you in the first one or two initial sessions, you will get definitely some confusion. Okay, that's what. And please mute from your end. We are getting some echo. Abhi.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this is the application. How similarly you can see your regular Pega applications. In the same way, here it is also created. Then if you go to App Explorer, there are different applications are created on top of your core Pega platform. You can see here. So each application is for different purpose. Getting my point? So each application they have created for different purpose on top of all below layers. So these all are specific to this cloud edition, but in the real time your application structure is different. Okay, but up to the point what you need to understand here, on top of your core Pega platform they have created Pega framework prerequisites. Okay, those are nothing but related OOTB strategies, related OOTB related rules. Okay, and then above this one, Pega CDH core features also they have created in the CDH core application. After that, this is Pega Customer Decision Hub. This is one framework, and then from here these all are different for different applications. Okay, so if you create your application as a banking related application, then here one to one financial services related data model is different. For banking that is different, for healthcare that is different, because if in the banking terminology properties, fields and different attributes are different. If it is a healthcare, there also properties and some kind of attributes are different. So that's what this one to one financial service data models are different for each domain. This also we have to select while creating your application. So now next we are going to discuss about car model, right? That is nothing but this one to one financial services related data model. Okay, so this application if you are using for some kind of banking related domain, you can use this financial services related one. Otherwise, if you are trying to create some healthcare related applications to promote the offers, then you need to select some healthcare related data model as your attributes. Getting my point? So clear? If you open this even application architecture also, go to definition, and by doing the reverse engineer also, we can able to see the same application architecture. You can see this is a Pega marketing related framework and strategy related framework. So where this strategy framework related application will help you in the configuration of strategy buildings. Okay, so in the backend there are so many strategies will be configured to work with the CDH applications. Getting my point? So in the decision category where you can see a strategy role, right? So there are different strategies. For each strategy, purposes are different. So here totally we have 12 pages. So each page is having different strategies. So all these OOTB strategies, they are maintaining some different applications. Getting my point? Everyone clear? So without importing all these applications, they have created as one zip file as your CDH framework application by giving all together as customer decision hub portal. Clear everyone? Any doubts? So I think Abhi asked me, right? Clear or any doubts still?
Yeah, yeah, it's
So others also just give me the confirmation, and if you are clear then we'll proceed with the car model and X car model related discussion. Okay. So here next we are going to discuss about car model and X car model. So what is this car and X car here? So car is nothing but customer analytical record. Okay. So what is this car and X car here? Car is a customer analytical record which will give you a 360 degrees of customer data analytics. Okay. So what is the meaning of that? Where if you just import this component, so here car is also a component. In the previous versions before Pega 8.8 versions and all, you need to import this car model explicitly, as how simply you follow configure application distribution, you'll be having right import process. In the same way you need to import this car model. Even if you search in the Google banking domain car model. Okay, then where inside of this one, this will give you a specific data, and this is having a zip file inside of this car model. So what exactly that car model will consist of? Okay, so domain related different attributes this particular car model will consist of, exactly what this car model is having with it. So this will help you to maintain some kind of realistic data, like some kind of demographic data, behavioral data, and what are the financial related, all this will be provided by the car as a sample data. Okay, so what kind of demographic data we generally need? Okay, so I'll just draft these points. So using this car model, this will give you a kind of demographic data. Why the reason we need to maintain this demographic data here? Even to promote offers to the customer, first we need to create some test related strategies, right? So to implement the test strategies, we need some data, correct? So the data will be provided by the car model, and this car model will have some kind of demographic data. Those are age, gender, and what is the location of the customer, what is the income of the customer. Like this, few attributes will be provided by the car model, and then again you can have some kind of behavioral data. Okay, some kind of behavioral data. So what is that behavioral data? You can consider at what time customer is login. Okay, and what is the last login time, and what is the visiting frequency, what is the visiting frequency of a customer, and what are the different channels this customer is preferring. Okay, so such kind of sample data will be provided by the car model, and then you'll be having some kind of sample interactions. So sample interaction history also will be there with the core model. So what are these interactions? So whatever the offers you have promoted, are that offers are accepted or rejected, or just have seen, like impression is captured. Okay, then based on this one also we can make the decisions further. And then some kind of financial related sample data also, that is nothing but what is the account balance, what is the account balance of a customer, and what is the credit score of a customer. So based on all these factors only we can take the decision, right? So all such kind of data will be provided by the car model. Car is nothing but customer analytics, analytical record. Okay, so if you import this car zip file, you can able to get all this kind of sample data domain specifically. Okay, and if it is a xcar model, so here xcar is a extended customer analytics record. What is that here? So here this acts like a centralized data structure. So mainly this will help you to implement some kind of logics which will help you to enhance the customer profile. Okay, which will help you to enhance the customer profile. How we can enhance the customer profile here? Let's say you have a car model, and now you are trying to use a xcar component. Now what that xcar component will help you here? Using this xcar component you will use some kind of extended data. Okay, so what is that extended data here? In the car model you can get what is the total time that customer spend on your so on so channel, or what is the channel this customer is preferring, right? Then you can able to get with the xcar model what is the last recharge amount of that customer. Okay, and what is the lifetime value that customer is maintaining the data. So like this kind of sensitive information will be maintained by the xcar model. So clear getting my point, everyone? Any doubts here? So mainly car model will give you some kind of click rates or acceptance rates, and some kind of demographic data will be given by the car model. And X car model will give you a kind of what type of plan that customer is holding. Is it like a 5G plan, or what type of data package customer is having? And some kind of risk assessment also will be provided by the XCAR model. Getting my point, everyone? So clear?
Yes. So XCar model is representing the current offers holding by customer.
Yes. So that will give you some more detailed information. That will give you some more detailed info about customer. But later, that versions, this car model, XCar model, manual implementation, like manual import process is replaced. Okay, this process is replaced, and you need to choose the domain. You need to choose the domain while creating your application itself. While creating your application itself, then what will happen? If you choose, let's say if you choose banking as your domain, then while creating your application itself in the back end, that will create a data model. Okay, so what exactly this data model will give you? Some kind of demographic data, and some sample customer data. Okay, and some kind of NBAD templates also will create. Okay, NBAD template. So what exactly this NBAD template? To explain, it will take at least 40 minutes, because this NBAD template is nothing but this is a NBAD designer. Okay, NBA designer. What is the full form of it? Is next best action designer. Okay, next best action designer. So this NBAD template itself, it is a component. It is a component. So this also will be created by this application creation wizard itself. Okay, you can create CDH application by using a wizard, by using a wizard while creating your application itself in the backend. Instead of importing this car model and XCar model and some kind of design templates. Okay, some kind of design templates, this wizard related configuration will provide you NBAD template configuration, and data model related configurations also will be provided by the application wizard itself. Okay, now I'll just show you how to create this sample application using this CDH cloud edition. In the tomorrow session, we'll see how just you have to log into this cloud edition and how to create the application and all. We'll see. But as you know, suppose this is a dev studio. If you have to create an application, then what is the procedure we are following? Go to application, yes or no? Yes, 1 minute. So here, go to application, new application. So on top of this CDH application, you want to create a new application. Then you'll be having build manually or build from a blueprint. So build manually, here you are defining the entire structure of your application. So what is the class, like what is the application name, and what are the different rules you wanted to define. All the things you are defining manually. But build from a blueprint, what is the meaning of here? By using a Gen AI features, just by selecting the domain itself inside of the blueprint, this will give you a kind of access group related data, and it will create some sample operators data, and some case types it will create. Different types of rules will be created by the blueprint application. So this also we'll see in the next sessions, like either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, most probably we'll cover and we'll see about how to create an application using blueprint wizard. But now let's say you are trying to build by using a manual. So now if you are trying to build from scratch, there generally you can build either framework application or implementation application, right? So by selecting this constellation as your UI, which will allow you to create the application and choose the advanced configuration. The next application which you are creating is that framework application or implementation application you need to choose. Okay, instead of this one, suppose already you have a framework. On top of that framework you want to create your implementation layer, then select build from existing application. This will allow you to create on top of customer decision hub framework application. Okay, and this Pega operations manager is a different framework, like a different application. This also we have to discuss in the coming sessions. So mainly this operations manager will help you to achieve one-to-one customers engagement, because whenever if you want any kind of change managements, you can do with the operations manager portal. Okay, so that is a help with the Pega operations manager, and you are trying to build on top of customer decision hub application, then build with the CDH. Now you have customer decision hub setup wizard, which will help you to configure a new Pega customer decision hub application for your organization. Okay, now you are working for a HDFC bank. Okay, then to your HDFC organization, whatever the configurations are needed, okay, some high level, that will be provided by the setup wizard. So generally it will allow you to select a standard data model, so where this data model will give you domain specific related data and NBAD designer template. So inside of this NBAD designer template, where we can do configurations related to channel creation, engagement policies defining, business taxonomy defining, and some other like arbitration policies. All these things we can do. So that also we'll see in the coming sessions. Okay, but as of now, you need to understand by using the setup wizard. This is going to create a data model and NBAD designer template. Okay, so in the previous versions, that car model and xcar model related zip files will be provided by the organizations that you need to import into newly created application to work further, to define the strategies and some other logics. Okay, but now later point of time they have introduced this setup wizard. When you click on launch CDH setup wizard, so here you can see, so in the CDH customer decision hub, sorry. Who is that? Nikita. Nikita, please mute from your end. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So here you can see. See, this wizard will help you to create a setup of your CDH application. In the next steps, you have to choose the industry. So is it telecom related industry or banking related industry or some kind of retail related industries or some other, whatever it may be. You need to select accordingly. According to that, this is going to create a data model and NBAD template. Okay, then define a repository to export the customer interactions and name your application. What is the meaning of that? Somewhere if you send an offer to the customer, then what is the offer you have sent, you need to store in your repository, right? So repository is nothing but it's a storage place where you need to store some information, what are the offers you have sent, and after sending the offer, if customer is responded, that response also you need to capture into the interaction history. That interaction history you need to maintain as a repository. Okay, so that's what this we need to create. And The automated process to create and configure customer decision hub application will take minimum 30 minutes. Okay, so this is just for showing purpose. That's what I'm just going with the flow. But tomorrow we'll see everything from scratch, how to create your application, and you can complete the wizard multiple times. Okay, to set up separate application to serve example different bands or regions. So this you can run multiple times for multiple application creations. Okay, now click on next. We are now launching an application. So my organization name, let's say I'm taking HDFC Bank. Application is, I'm trying to create either credit cards or your wish. This is the purpose of providing personal loans. Okay, let's say to provide personal loans to the customer from HDFC Bank as an organization. I'm just trying to create an application. Okay, now click on next. Now you have to choose your industry, that is either telecom related industry or healthcare related one or banking related one or some other industry. Okay, now our is related to banking domain. Now you can see you have created this banking, right? It is creating in the back end NBID designer related template configuration, data model related configuration it is providing, some kind of BOE environment connections also establishing. So all these are uh, launching by the wizard only. Okay, now when you are selecting the banking related option and click on next, one by one whatever options are provided. So here it is creating a default repository as file repo, and you are using a cloud edition, right, to work on the CDH applications. So that's what it is, a creating a repository name as file repo, and click on next. So this file repo is your repository where you can maintain the interaction related information, and then you can review the data. So you have created an organization as HDFC, application name is personal loans, industry is retail banking, and the storage place is file repository, and data model you are creating for one to one customer engagement purpose. That's what one to one related data model of banking domain is importing, and next best action designer. So what is the purpose of this, we'll see in detail in the tomorrow session for first half an hour, and we'll see next creation of application in detail in the next half an hour. Okay, tomorrow. Next, if you click on create, now it will start the actual setup of your wizard will start. Okay, now your application is creating by creating different steps. So first what it is happening, it is doing initial application setup, and then it is creating an application with the personal loans name. Okay, after that creation of application is created, successfully done. This will try to create one to one data model, means if it is a personal loans related one, right? So to promote personal loans to the customer, what are the attributes we need? Some kind of credit score attribute, what is the full name, what is the first name, age, gender, some other address details, like this we need some other different types of attributes, right? So application related, uh, some kind of file repository configuration is done, and then apply data model. So data model is creating, you can see in progress, right? So it is creating. So like this one by one all the setup related application creation will take minimum 30 minutes of time. Getting my point, everyone? So clear, right? Any questions? Anything? So yeah, so in today's session we have discussed about, yeah, I'll just draft what we discussed in today's session. We have covered CDH application architecture, and we have discussed about car model and X car model, In between, somewhere we have discussed about strategies, that is also fine, that's not a matter. And we have started discussion on how to create an application. Okay, so while creating this CDH application, implementation application, using this setup wizard in the back end, this will going to create a data model for some testing purpose and some sample NBAD templates. After that, this will create a repository. Okay, this will create a repository to maintain the data. And yeah, finally this is how configuration of your CDH application you need to follow step by step by choosing the domain specific. Okay, by choosing the domain related particular applications. So I hope you understand all these things in today's session. If you are clear with this, in any questions you have, you can feel free to ask here. Yes. And in the tomorrow session, we'll see how to create an application. Before that, what is this NBAD designer template? That will cover in first half an hour. Okay. After that, we'll try to create a new application and we'll start regular technical sessions from tomorrow. Okay. So any questions till now? And is it okay with my flow? Am I going fast or anything? If you have any speed issues, just let me know once, everyone. Madhuri, I don't know, 6452, Anurag, Aarti, Shivam, Nikita, Abhi, Sudhakar, Suresh, and Shalini Himanshu. Yes, please let me know. I'm asking everyone, right? At least, please try to respond in the chatting window. Sorry, Anurag, I missed your voice.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's good.
Okay, thank you. And what about others? It's good only, no issues. Madhuri, thank you. And give me the confirmation, others also. Because I need to proceed with the flow, right? Nikita, what about you? Shivam, Shalini, Himanshu, thank you. Suresh, no issue, thank you. And Nikita, okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so please provide notes along with the today's video. Actually, we are providing the notes, but it is almost 8 o'clock, right? So team so they will not work in these timings, right? So tomorrow after by 9 a.m. in between 10 a.m. they'll try to share the documents. And today's documents are shared, right? So sorry, yesterday's documents are shared. Today's documents they will share tomorrow. Okay, to the WhatsApp. So yeah, thank you everyone. We'll meet tomorrow also. Don't miss the session to connect. Thank you.